What's going on, everybody? It is a little after 6 a.m. on Sunday of May 19th. I am on my way to the gym for an early morning session this morning. Usually I work out a little bit later on Sunday mornings, maybe closer to 8:30, 9:30 a.m. But my wife actually has a certification she has to obtain today at work. So she usually does not work on the weekends, but today she is, so I have to be back home by a little after 8 a.m. So no fasted cardio this morning. That will be moved to later on this afternoon. My daughter takes her afternoon nap. So right now we are running 45 minutes of fasted cardio, minus today. That would normally be fasted, but 45 minutes of fasted cardio in the mornings on an empty stomach, usually just sipping on some essential amino acids and glutamine while I do that, and that is 6 days a week, so Sunday through Friday. Saturdays are my complete rest day. Essentially try to do a whole lot of nothing on Saturdays right now on prep, other than just bump food, rest the body, and kind of hit that reset button to push, for another hard week of training. And today is the beginning of that hard week of training. So how my schedule works, and you'll see this in the title of the video. I'm going to run you through my split real quick, and we will go more in depth with this over time. But I wanted to run you guys through the basic premise of what current workout split I'm running for success for the show, and one that I found really works well. I've run a ton of different splits. I actually was running a bro split up until, a couple months ago, maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago. And I ended up switching to a 6-day push-pull leg split. And I'll tell you what, even on prep, I have noticed that even as my weight has dropped, the fullness and density of my muscle compared to even what it was when I was maybe 5 pounds heavier, running a different split is insane. Like, I look fuller and rounder and harder than I did when I was probably 5 to 10 pounds heavier than I am now. And I attribute a lot of that to this split for sure. Great split, love it, highly recommend it. It does require a lot of time though, a lot of time and a lot of effort. So for a 6-day push-pull legs, if you're unfamiliar, push body parts would include things, of course, like chest, shoulders, and triceps would be really the big three. And you can interchange a few different body parts in there. I mean, you'll see some people run push-pull legs where they throw in biceps on those like push days and things like that. But for me, that's kind of the core muscle groups you'd work on a push day, again, like chest, delts, shoulders, and triceps. Pull days for me, which you'll see tomorrow, my pull A session, because I have 2 sessions of each. Pull days would include things like back, rear delts, so the back of the shoulders, and biceps, and even forearms sometimes if you're training those directly, which, as a heads up, I do not train forearms directly at all. But you'll see that genetically I am pretty blessed with decent forearms, and also, to be honest with you, just from years of like heavy training and rowing and curling and all that, my forearms have definitely grown pretty well. And then legs is obviously the last one. Now, how I split up my legs is I will have a leg A and a leg B session, of course. So leg A session, which you guys will see on Tuesday, is definitely more of a quad bias workout, meaning that the majority of the exercises that I'm doing on that day, minus 1 or 2, are really tailor-made for hitting the quads, the thighs. And then my leg B session is completely the opposite. It's the back of the leg, which you'll see on next Friday. So next Friday, that's essentially all hamstrings and glutes. I will work calves. Calves I work 3 days a week, kind of split through them. I split including today, actually. And then same thing with abdominal training. I train abs 3 times a week on alternating days as calves. So like today I'll train calves, Monday abs, Tuesday calves, Wednesday abs, back and forth like that. So generally how I work it, and seems to work very well for me. So I'm going to continue to do it because it works well for me. So anyways, for our push session today, to give you guys a heads up, we will be training incline Smith to start. That's kind of my primary bigger chest movement. We will have a flat machine press. Really, you'll see a really deep stretch and deep range motion. I will do a voiceover on these exercises as well, so you'll see that in the video. Pec deck, and then that'll be those 3 exercises will essentially comprise our chest portion of this push workout. Then we will move on to a machine side lateral, one of my favorite shoulder exercises out there. Has been huge for building my side delts. Then we'll move on to triceps. So not a ton of delts in this workout. You will see quite a bit more shoulders in my second push session, which again is on, which would be Wednesday. So not a ton of delts. Only 3 or 4 actual direct working sets of side delt work for shoulders today. And then we'll move on to some push downs using the V-bar, and then some one-arm cuffed tricep push downs. And that will comprise our push session. We'll end with a little bit of calves, and then we are out of there. Again, I'll be doing my cardio today. Usually I would have already done it, but I'll be doing my cardio later on in the day. So anyways, I am about to pull into the gym. I'll see you guys in there. All right, so we're starting the voiceover here with a wide grip incline Smith machine bench press. So I'm only going to show you probably 1 to 2 sets per exercise, just to make sure that this video is not 40 minutes long. So what we did here, 245 for a set of 5. Again, at my current body weight of 191 pounds, 245 for 5, I am very happy about. So great set here, grinder set, grinder rep, but it was a rep match for last week, so that is good. Again, as we're another couple pounds down, that's awesome. This one I did record a back off set to. Most of my other exercises are just going to be one top set. So what you're going to see here is what's called a rest pause set. So this was the following set. We did 225 for a set of 8 straight. We did 8 reps in a row. Felt good. Could have gone for 9th as I'm watching this footage, but again, worked out good anyways because I was able to do 2 additional rest pause reps. So we did 8 in a row here. Again, you're going to see me lock those reps out. Not pulsing the reps. We're not going 3/4 of the way up, with the whole constant tension thing. I've done that before, and it's not bad. I just have definitely benefited more from full ranges of motion. So again, we did 8 in a row. You're going to see me kind of sit up here, kind of take a breather, all that kind of fun stuff. Yeah, so we're going to add 2 additional reps here for a total rest pause set of 10. And what is not recorded is I actually did do 3, bless you, I did do 3 working sets here. So after the set of 225, did about a 40-pound drop and went to 185 and did that high and did that for 13 reps in a row. So I got my daughter with me here. So if you hear any noises, that is what that is. Yeah, baby. So like I said, that set was not recorded just for sake of time. But yeah, so did 245 for 5, 225 for a rest pause set of 10, and then 185 for just a straight set of 13. So on to our flat machine chest press. You're going to see that I'm starting in a very stretched position here. There's like a little cue I follow as far as getting that weight up and started. But you're going to see me bring the handles all the way back parallel to the side of my chest here, pushing all the way through, locking out. This is 270 pounds, so it's the full stack plus the additional weights and a 10-pound plate. This was actually a lifetime PR. Felt really good. Range of motion felt really good. Nice, full, deep stretch and contraction. Tough set. Did 3 total sets there. 1 more back off set of 260 for 5, and then 225 for 8. Pec deck. We have 250 on the pec deck right now. What you'll see here is I'm getting that nice full contraction at the top and getting a really good full deep stretch on the way back with a quick little 1, 2, 3 count and stretching those pec fibers out. It's a great exercise if done correctly. I've had to really finagle with this exercise, but we did 2 working sets here, 250 for a top set of 6. And then did a back off set of 225 for 8. Again, same concept. Negatives were a little faster. Yeah, negatives were a little faster on that back off set, but still felt good. Now, one of my favorite all-time exercises for the side delts. This is a reverse machine side lateral. So actually facing away from the back pad. What you're going to do is position these side pads just above your elbows, and we are just pretending like we're flying, man. We're opening those wings up. We're bringing those shoulders straight up and out. A little bit forward, kind of like a Y raise if you're familiar with that. So we have the hands and the arms a little bit forward, so it's not completely from the side of the body. It is pointed a little bit forward. But this one I can load up good. I have pretty strong shoulders. So this one was 242 and a half, 242 pounds, 242.5 pounds. Did this for 2 working sets here at that weight. So did 242 and a half for 8, and then following set of 7, and then dropped down to 200 pounds and did that for a set of 12. Now, on to the final portion here, as you get a little bit of a sneak peek of the physique. I will post some posing, but tricep work. Okay, I want to work on my form a little bit with this, but honestly, overall, pretty happy with it. It's the full stack, 200 pounds. We're doing some V-bar. V-bar push downs. What I'm really trying to do here is promote keeping the elbows away from the body, but you can see at the end here, definitely got a little sloppy, so I can clean that up. Probably drop the weight just a little bit on these, or maybe try to go for a few less repetitions. But you know what? I'm happy that I'm still pushing, past failure. Then we ended with some one-arm tricep push downs here. Felt really good. We got 50 pounds per arm here. This is the top set. I think we did this for a set of 13. And then we did a back off set with 40 pounds for 18 per arm. So 5 total working sets of triceps today in this push session. And we will do an additional 5 to 6 working sets of triceps, at least 5. Usually I do 6 though, in my following push session on Wednesday. Okay. So again, feeling good. Conditioning is looking solid, even in really pretty bright white light. I'm still pretty pale. I'm tanning at the gym right now and doing outside tanning, so going pretty good. All right, so hopefully that voiceover was solid for you guys. I'm just currently driving home from the gym. 3 meals in already at a little after 8, so we're going to space out these last 3 meals. Probably at least wait 3 full hours in between all of these last meals, just to make sure that I'm getting enough food. We still have cardio today, so we still have another 45 minutes of cardio to rock out. I should say a 45-minute session to rock out, because usually I do it fasted, but because I had to be back home early this morning, did not have the time. So we're going to do it in a little bit, so in the next couple hours. So 45 minutes cardio left. And yeah, man, so great push session. Definitely feeling this prep for sure. But I'm excited. I'm training hard, working really hard still, having a lot of fun, and that's a huge part of this, man. I'm really in that mindset of I'm lucky to be able to be in prep. I'm blessed to be able to be in prep and still be able to work as hard as I am, compared to like, man, this sucks. It's like, 'cause you don't have to be. You don't have to be in prep. You don't have to do that to yourself. So I'm really having that mindset shift of, so like, I'm really locked in, and I'm very excited, and I'm ready to rock and roll, man. So anyways, any and all feedback you guys got for me, please leave it in the comments below. If you're a family or friend, shoot me a message, a text if you got my phone number, or shoot me a direct message on Facebook or Instagram or what have you with any feedback or comments that you have, any thoughts, ideas, anything you guys would like to see, please leave it below. I know there's not many of you right now. Hopefully that will build as time goes on. But yeah, man, so that push session is done. I am the Natty Teacher, and for now, school is out. I'll see you tomorrow.